What's going on, nerds and nerdettes? It is your boy Darth. We're back in Queensblade Limit Break, the game everybody loves to hate but plays. Anyways, and in this one we're going to go over the brand new Arrival Warrior. I'm about 4 to 5 days late on this particular one, so pay attention to what we're going to go over. I'm going to go over everything: the look, spicy pose, her attribute, her skills, what she does, whether or not I think you should pull for her, and so forth. However, before I do that, I want to do a bonus tip, and I'm going to get it out of the way right now because I've gotten so many questions lately about adventurer level. How do I raise it quickly? How do I do it efficiently? Well, there's only one way to do it, and that's under adventure mode through gaining adventure mode XP, and that's by doing the campaign. Now, if this is grayed out, you have to reach a certain level before you can do it. Now, I don't agree with the level. I think this all should be gotten rid of. Everything should be unlocked from the very beginning in terms of game modes. However, reaching a certain level can still be kept for things like the boost fund. You have to reach certain milestones before you can collect. I think that is a better way of doing it. But anyways, once you've done as many campaign battles as you can, grays out, come over and collect your idle XP. It's going to give you adventure XP, blah, blah, blah. It's going to fill up your bar. Then do your free fast battles. Purchase your additional fast battles. Trust me. Now, one of the best values in the game, bar none, unless you've reached max adventurer level, will always be this boost fund right here for 30 days to get free additional and free purchasable ones. Now, the gems that you get from doing your bounties can more than pay for some of this anyways. It's a recycling event, but you do your free battles and you get XP, etc. So that's how you do it. That's the fastest way. That's the only way. Now, without further ado, let's get into the new Arrival. And the dual attribute has been receiving quite a bit of love, both in terms of the quality of warrior that they're coming out with, but also the adjustments in tuning and synergy that dual actually has with each other. The new Arrival is actually going to be dual as well, and it's going to be a tank. They finally got a good and proper tank for the dual attribute. Look-wise, I think it's amazing. Whoever they got locked in the basement fantasizing about anime is really doing a good job. Now, she looks a little young to be wearing something so awesome. Wink, wink. Wah, wah, wah. I don't know how old she is. She's probably 500-year-old battle maiden. Who knows? She just looks young. But anyways, the color scheme, always impressive. I really do like it. However, she's not as well endowed in the tatas area as a lot of the other warriors, which isn't a bad thing. I'm a tata man. You know, I like tater tots. Whatever. I like tater tots as well. Now, she's not bad, but she looks really good. Spicy pose is a little more tame than a lot of the other spicy poses. She's just had a rough day. She's vanquished all her foes. She sets her axe down behind her. She's like, you know what? It just started raining. I'm just gonna sit here. Screw it. Or no, is she inside? Yeah, she's inside a little cottage. I don't know the animator surrounding her, so she's just sitting there. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna take a time out. She's got a leak in the roof. I'm gonna sit under the leak. No big deal. Oh, I guess she does have some tatas. Look at that. She's got some bounce. She's got some grips. She's got some grips. She's got something to grip on. Now, I did notice something about this spicy pose the other day that is kind of cool, and I'm not sure if it's creepy, but when I was just kind of staring at her, not in a creepy way whatsoever, more like research for this video, I noticed ghost face on her areola right here. That's a ghost with eyes. That's a face. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing something. You guys tell me. Did you notice it? You know, whatever. Anyways, let's go look at her skills real quick. Her passive, general passive. She's a tank, so she beefs up. She gets an increase to defense and HP. She also gets a whopping 30% immobilization and resist rate, so you can pump that up quite a bit easier. Anything you stack on her she's already got a 30% head start. She doesn't get an increase. Wait, plus 30%. So usually the way it works is she gets a 50% HP increase to any HP. Now, immobilization resist plus 30%. This could very well mean that any immobilization you add, she gets a 30% extra, which would be huge, guys, huge. At the start of the turn, she'll give a shield that lasts for 1 turn. Every turn at the start, she's going to give a shield to the ally with the highest attack. That's awesome. She protects. At first, I was annoyed by this until I saw her other skills, because I'm tired of people protecting just the highest attack damager. You got to protect your supports. They're the ones that are going to resurrect your DPS anyways half the time. But anyways, shield absorbs is based on 10% of the user's max HP, which is awesome because I'm tired of seeing 5 to 10% or, a percentage of the attack. Attack value is a fraction of what an HP value is, although shields can be burst down quite heartily depending upon the situation. Now, she has a skill here. We're going to kind of skip around a little bit. Actually, no, we're going to go back here. Essence of Steel. She'll deal 98% physical damage. Okay, to all enemies, whatever. It's kind of low. With an 80% chance to inflict a curse on the target. She'll grant a shield equal to 15% of the user's max HP for 2 turns to self and the ally with the lowest HP. So she's going to protect the lowest HP ally and your DPS. She's doing what a tank is supposed to do. Curse has seen another buff, or a buff here, where it's 50% of the user's attack, which is still, it's great, because now they kind of bring it in line. It's on a 2-turn cooldown, when they could have just increased it slightly and made it on a 1-turn cooldown like most debuff damages. But the way Curse works in harmony with some of the other warriors, it would be quite powerful. She will grant Healing Curse on turn 2, 4-turn cooldown, okay? Lasts for 3 turns. This is actually a good ability. Grants Healing Curse to all allies. Cannot be removed. If the owner of this state takes damage, they will heal HP equal to 50% of the user's attack. Okay, whatever. It's cool. The effect can be triggered 3 times. If the owner attacks, they will inflict Curse. That's a 100% chance, guys, on the attacker. This effect can only be triggered twice per turn per person attacking you guys. Okay, that's not... I know it seems weird, but per warrior attacking you. Cannot be removed. When an enemy takes curse damage, obtain 1 curse seal. And as long as this warrior is alive, curse inflicted upon enemies cannot be removed. Curse seal basically reduces the enemy's speed, as well as increases the dealt curse damage by 2%, stacking 20 times. Anytime when the enemy takes curse damage, okay, obtain 1 curse seal. This can stack up extremely well with some of the warriors that they've come out. One in particular excels at stacking curse damage, guys. Really, really good. So you can reduce the speed of your enemy as well as increasing the curse damage dealt. Curse saw a 50% increase in... It went from 30 to 50%. I believe Snow White saw an increase that she now increases curse damage by 40%. So 40% of 50 gets added if you include Snow White. This also adds, stacking up to 20%. This adds another 40% curse damage. Now again, it's based on the original value of 50. So if you include those 2 warriors, Curse is doing massive, massive damage. And Snow White has the ability to Curse Blast. So Curse has seen a buff as well as warrior synergy really, really well across all these turns. So she is a shield. She recovers because anybody who takes damage under Healing Curse is going to heal for 50% of the user's attack. Which, okay, healing is healing, guys. It's not gonna be anything serious, but over a long fight, it is actually pretty well. I think she's a solid tank. Okay, I don't think she's better than Shield Ally under the skill value. Whoops, god damn it, I'm really fast here. Shield Ally is a really solid tank for what she does, probably one of the better ones. Physical has a great tank that is underrated here, Zara. She is really good. She will protect, she'll intercept damage on behalf of every warrior. Sub 50% if they all are under 50%. That's just the way it works, trust me. Mind has a really good tank that's seeing a lot of play right now, and that is Bloom, because she has a really good freeze and a really good all ally renewable shield that she can do, as well as a revive, a team-wide revive that blocks all damage. So she is one of the better tanks that's seeing a lot of use right now. Shield ally, then Zara, and then I think the dual attribute tank here. Break needs a better tank than her. However, don't discount her. She stacks disarm that can stack up to 10 times with a 4% max HP burn that at max stacks will take away 40% of your HP in one critical hit. The problem is the way it stacks versus if you get a crit, it consumes that, so you're not able to stack it to be any real threat. So all in all, Duel has a really good tank here. Great synergy. She can protect. She can heal. Your guild trial battle, just for fun, I was actually having fun with putting a dual attribute as well as one of my favorite warriors in here. And I think she's really good. She's got some interesting animations, but I want you to take a look at another warrior here that got a update that we didn't really know about, and that is Snow White. She's not an SP warrior, but she's going to do massive healing because she got a buff to what's going on in the Curse Blast. Now, this warrior here she was just here not that long ago. She excels at it adding curse damage as well as corrosion. Corrosion, or coercion, or I forget what it is. She's going to reduce max HP based on curse. But every one of these warriors that are inflicting curse is helping with corrosion or coercion and reducing that match HP. So I want you to take a look at Snow White and the amount of healing that goes off and the curse damage that is happening here. I know we're supposed to be showcasing her, but it is what it is. So she excels at hitting coercion. Now, if you notice, the HP bars are being grayed out. This is something new when an enemy's HP has been reduced. I don't know if it works for all warriors, but I'm glad to see that because I would rather kind of see what's going on when it comes to reducing that max HP. Now watch Snow White did you see all that healing just go off? Just boom. She heals on a curse blast, basically blasting all the curse damage. She'll heal for 20% at max level for every curse blast that happens. So she's capable of a lot of self-sustain when that happens. Now, you see the shield, it's nothing serious. This is the same shield that the rune skill actually puts on. But this corrosion and curse damage is actually, see that bar? I don't think the bar can go down any further than 60% when it comes down to the final damage numbers when it happens. Now it's not Snow White does reduce max HP, but it's actually this warrior right here, and we'll go take a look at the name here again in just a second. So you saw the healing and the healing here. It's okay in terms of what's going on. So let's just go take a look at that warrior, and then I will let you go under the dual attribute, and it is her. This is why I invested her. Sanada Yukimura. I believe this was the event warrior that was out there, and she excels at hitting curse, dealing curse, inflicting curse, as well as corrosion. The owner's attack and HP decreases by 3%, stacking 30 times. Cannot be removed. This is really huge. But anyways, guys, as far as pulling for her, what I'm doing is I'm pulling with books because I'm dangerously low on books. They need to hold off on releasing new warriors for a while once they release a couple of more break warriors. And no, I would not pull for her because there are other tanks out there that are better in terms of being a more mobile tank on various teams. Not that she couldn't, but Shield Ally and Bloom in the Mind attribute in terms of tanks. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling to 9, 10, and then you have 14 days. Every day I'm going to come in here and use my gems and summon as much as I can. As far as the spicy pose, I usually burn 200 books, but I have different plans for this. So 14 days I'm going in, to do the 200 pulls, and if I need to substitute with books, I can, so that I can get a copy of her and unlock the spicy pose, and then I'll work on her from there. But I'm trying to do it entirely on gems over 14 days. Whatever I don't have, I'll supplement with books. I'm not going to prioritize her, as basically is what I'm saying, over waiting for some of the other warriors and conserving books, even though I do have most warriors now at that are capable of going to 11. So in terms of pulling for her, you have to know where you are in the game. You should still focus on Sakine because she's going to help you in content. You need to focus on Break Nanel when they're here, and Shield Ally or Bloom in terms of a tank after that. So it depends on where you are in the game and if you're pulling. Let me know if you guys pulled for her. Let me know how far you're going, and let me know what you think of her abilities, particularly when it comes to synergizing well with a curse build. I look forward to testing her on something like Monster Takedown. That's it, guys. That's all I got. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.